Hi guys, welcome to another episode of Learn Technology in 5 Minutes by MakerDemy. This is Jayant and I am part of the instructor team at MakerDemy. In this episode, we will learn about Alexa Skills Kit's Person Profile API. Imagine there are two or more people in a house using the same Alexa device. Wouldn't it be cool if the device recognizes each user and provides a personalized experience to each of them? For example, let's say you develop a day planner skill and it recognizes users and switches accounts to list out the plan for the day. Or a skill that provides diet tips as a text to a specific user's phone every day. Alexa Skills Kit provides an API called Person Profile API for providing personalized experience based on voice. There are many ways to make use of this feature to build engaging skills. In today's world of voice technology, customers are bombarded with so many choices and skills. So, one of the best ways to attract new users and retain current users is to use personalization. Person Profile API helps us achieve this. So, the Person Profile API is one of the two service APIs provided by Alexa Skills Kit that relate to accessing the contact information of Alexa users. The other API is called Customer Profile API. We'll talk about the differences between them shortly. The Personal Profile API helps you tailor your skills to give the users a better experience. You can create Alexa skills that can send a text to a person saved in the user directory list, or a skill that provides a custom workout plan for a specific user and tracks progress. Using the Person Profile API, you can gain access to various information such as the user's voice profile name, phone number linked to the voice profile, and more without having to connect the skill user's Amazon identity with their identity in a different system. So, it reduces friction as the users don't have to log into any authentication portals. The skills which integrate this feature deliver personalized and engaging experiences to the users. To show you what I mean, consider the skill named Chatter. It's a messaging service skill that shares gripping stories as text messages to the user's phone number. There are many more skills adapting to this feature even as you are watching this video now. Using the Person Profile API, this skill can send customized messages to multiple users using the same Alexa device. Let's now look at the difference between Person Profile API and Customer Profile API. The Person Profile API returns the contact information of the recognized speaker who is interacting with the Alexa device. In contrast, the Customer Profile API returns the contact information associated with the Amazon account to which the device is registered. The other difference is the Customer Profile API includes an email address with the returned information, but the Person Profile API does not. Now, let us look at the information that you can access using the Person Profile API. Full name of the voice profile. Given name, the first name of the voice profile. Phone number, mobile number linked to the voice profile. Next up is how to use the Person Profile API in your Alexa skill. The Alexa Skills Kit SDK includes service clients, making it easy to call Alexa APIs within your skill logic. One such service client is the UPS service client, and Person Profile API can be queried using this. In order to use Person Profile API, the user needs to have at least one voice profile set up and have to enable skill personalization in the Alexa app. If these conditions are met, your skill can then send a request card dynamically to the Alexa app, prompting the user to grant required permissions to access the contact information of the respective voice profile. Amazon handles this in the Alexa app once the skill is enabled. The Alexa app and Alexa privacy settings allow the user to manage skill permissions at any time. When the user interacts with the skill, Alexa sends an API access token encapsulating the granted permissions each time a request is made. The API access token and personal ID are just strings of characters and numbers. They don't contain personally identifiable information. You have to retrieve the API access token and use it as an authentication token in the request you send to Person Profile API. You have to get a fresh token from each request as it expires. Person Profile API provides us with these methods. Get person's profile name. Get person's profile mobile number. Get person's profile given name. You can then use the information obtained to personalize the user's interaction with your skill and add value. Do note that the user can opt out of the skill personalization at any time, and when it does, the voice profile is no longer recognized and Alexa doesn't send person ID in the request made to your skill. Thus, you can't use the API access token to retrieve the user's contact information from Person Profile API. Coming to the best practices when designing a skill that includes Person Profile API, it is always better to create a skill that has some functionality with or without the permissions requested. Prompt the users for permissions only when it is needed to fulfill a user request. You may prompt the user to provide the information required if they have granted permissions but have not provided the required user information. Make sure that you consider the skill workflow for all possible scenarios. A short recap. In this video, we learned the concept of the Person Profile API in Alexa and why it is useful. Difference between Person Profile API and Customer Profile API. How to use Person Profile APIs in Alexa skills. The best practices to keep in mind when using Person Profile API. That's all folks. If you like this video, smash the subscribe button and ring the bell to be updated about our future video releases.